After 125 laps of misery and pacing under caution, we're at another short track for probably more of the same, Martinsville. Anyways, keys to the race car. Tires, depending on how you drive, might wear a different tire first. We'll talk about that later. Number 2, it's a short track, so everything that happened last week, just expected again, except, no dirt. And number 3, possible shifting, where we'll talk about that again. There is some more speed in shifting than there is not, just because of the weird gearing we got. So let's get to pit road. We'll talk about the lap and we'll go from there. Alright, making our way to pit road. We're leaving in 3rd gear. Probably just let it redline. Downshift here, down to 2nd gear, hard on the brakes, 35 miles per hour. One of the longest feeling pit roads in existence. Speed that up. And your pit speed limit cone is right here, and like car length and a half later, there's your exit cone. And there you go. Onto the lap. Alright, here we are about to take our lap. Fix setup, fix weather. Track tempo 107, I believe. And again, I changed a lot with the fix set. You'll see it on screen, including a lap time, which I guess is decent. Second lap is what I achieved that on, so keep that in mind, because the car is really wonky on the first lap just because it feels like it bottoms out. In some cases you might even hear it bottom out. So anyways, we're going to play the lap, we'll talk about how it was done, and go from there. And there you have it for 1942 is what it says. But you'll see the real, it's only 1,000 difference. So there you go. Since we started this lap, on our second lap, I couldn't quite get the run I wanted out of 4. So maybe sacrifice the first lap and just get a nice run out of 4 and, make your way into 1. Now you can see I got a little wonky out of 2. That was more of the offset that I had. Not necessarily the car, because you should be able to get out of that corner just fine. Even in 3rd gear, which is, well, where we're starting this lap, it'll be upshifting and, hard on the brakes. So let's make our way there. I'm going to slow out quite early because we're looking here on the left. I'm going to stop right here. You can see I'm already rolling out of the throttle and getting onto the brakes. Alright, so we're looking at the Chevy logo on the left. So pretty much once that disappears, we're going to be as hard as possible on the brakes. Trail braking into the corner while downshifting there. Kind of helps it slow down better too. Once we let it roll into the corner, we're off the brakes completely. We're going to start picking up the brakes once you feel it turn. Back down right about here. Throttle your way up. Don't just stand in it because you might spin, but track out as soon as possible. You can see I make a mistake here, but yeah. Slow moving to 3 now. And here is a little trickier. I have no clue what I'm doing. I have no brake marker I can think of, but pretty much the pit wall on my left is a reference point. Alright, so I backed it up here. You can see what I'm looking at here. The safety truck that's there in front of the A-pillar. And I'm talking about the wall. Let me really slow-mo it. You see the wall ends pretty much right where the A-pillar is. That's pretty much telling me to get on the brakes as I'm passing it. Not when I'm directly next to it, but as I'm going by it. You'll see it. Right here, hard on the brakes. Downshift again. Now this corner's a little trickier because it's a little bumpier, but basically the same concept. You just want to let it roll earlier, which you'll see right here. Again, once it turns, start picking the throttle up because it'll turn too much and grab, the curb and, throttle up. Power out of the corner, watching wheel spin if possible. We're going to upshift pretty much when the car is straight. power out. And there you go. It's just a short track, so there's not much to it. Alright, that's it for this track guide. Not much to it because, well, look how small the track is. And again, it's a short track, so you just gotta watch yourself. As you see me miss pit road there. That was one of the attempts before I actually made it. And I have no clue what the next track is. All I know is I can't wait to get away from these short tracks on here. Anyways, Simmers and Chewy Side.